What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Fasting is Life, and I'm back on the road. So I was like, you know what? Let me start this. Let me start up a stream so we can talk about what's happening. So yeah, today is Thursday. The election was Tuesday, and still no results. Okay? We're still waiting for the ballots to be counted and all that stuff. There's a lot of schemes and some sneaky stuff happening. A lot of shades and stuff like that. So we shall see how it's gonna go. Man, it's crazy. But you know one thing? I know for foreigners who are wondering how Americans are feeling about this. Hey, I'm back to work right now. Americans, we all excited about this whole election thing, but hey, you gotta pay your bills. At the end of the day, we all know it doesn't really matter who's president because you still gotta go to work, gotta have a job, you gotta make that money. You can't be sitting at home frustrated about the results. But before I can get into that, I'm gonna entertain you a little bit, play some music, and then hopefully, if more people show up that are zombies, that are vampires actually, who can't sleep like me because I work nights, you should come on up. I'll post a link. Can come up for a while, some epic music. We can start talking about this subject, We shall see what happens tomorrow because everybody's who knows? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how it goes. So stay tuned for a few seconds. I'll be back. Yeah, that was an epic soundtrack. This election is very messy. This thing is wild, man. Still, was it electoral votes? They're still showing Joe Biden ahead of President Trump. When we all know, based on the watches and everything, the numbers, the updates, President Trump was leading in all of the remaining states. And then all of a sudden, we saw a sudden surge of Joe Biden starting to lead. And also the Georgia numbers, Trump is still leading the Georgia vote, even though it's like, what, 99%, but they still don't want to count it out because of the mail-in votes. I believe it's the first time in American history, because of the COVID, to have people mail out their votes for the election. So it's a coincidence, a new system is added in because of this pandemic. Not only that, on top of it, corruption, frauds, and all that stuff is really happening. You know, and the interesting thing is, we all know Joe Biden's campaign was not enthusiastic as the Trump campaign. Most of Joe Biden's campaign crowd was less than 100. Nobody was showing up. So the question arises: if this guy, right, didn't gain the enthusiasm of the Democratic Party and the Democratic voters, why is there such a surge in numbers voting for this guy? You know, that's something people have been asking. Okay, compared to Obama, right? Obama has millions of people who like him, right? Joe Biden was really not likable. Even during most of the Democratic voters wanted Bernie. Bernie Sanders was what everybody in the Democratic side was leaning on. All of a sudden, Joe Biden comes out of the, kind of the genie lamp, comes in, shoots number one. Like, I'm like, whoa! Like, did you guys see what just happened? This guy was last place on the Democratic side, right? During the primary, and then bam, he's a Democratic nominee. He got destroyed during the debates. Bernie Sanders, everybody knew Bernie Sanders got it. But you know why he didn't get it? Bernie Sanders has to bow down to the Clinton machine. That's right. The Clinton machine. You don't bow down, guess what happens? They'll find you somewhere in a pool or in a dumpster, and then the police, after the investigation, they will say this person died of suicide with 2 bullets in the back of his head. That's the Clinton machine. You have to say, yes, master. Yes, I submit. I gave up. Because if you don't, hey, you will end up, you don't want to end up like trash. So these are some of the questions people are asking. Joe Biden, right? When you do hashtags, right? Whether you do it on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, this guy barely get thousands, right? Because on your hashtag, it can tell you how many times people have, how popular the hashtag is. Dancing Monkey hashtag is more popular than Joe Biden or Biden Harris. This is crazy. That's why the way it seems like everything, they might take it to court, or, hey, like I say, at this point, anything is possible. It's still 2020. What if, this is just my point of view. You know me, I got my team phone out. What if the president says, you know what? Too much corruption. We discovered all this bullshit. You know what? Cancel. It's all canceled. It's over. It's not happening this year. Hey, who knows? Anything is possible this year. Anything. That's why I'm just sitting back, because I'm like, you don't have the results the first night. Trump was leading everywhere. Then morning comes, it's Biden. Out of nowhere. And they quote unquote claim they're still counting. Some news station, they were rushing in to project a winner. They had to retract. I saw a post on Facebook, right? And newspaper, what state was it? I don't know if it was Colorado or Arkansas. Well, one of the states, Trump is leading 50% vote. Biden was like, 42 or 46, like between 42 and 45, like one of those numbers. And they check mark him as the winner, and the voting numbers was only at 63%. Who does that? That's why I'm telling you, they're dragging this thing. Well, I mean, for us, tinfoil hat people, we all know the whole voting, this is all theater. It doesn't really matter. But you know what? Let us come down from Mount Olympus and come down in the realms of the mortals. Let us act like them, right? Let us act like we are into politics. Right? The game, the media, all media, they're all siding with Joe Biden. And that's what I told people. Even freaking Fox News, which quote unquote leans conservative or red, they are all, who owns Fox? Who owns Fox? A Democrat. The same company that owns CNN owns Fox. There you go. It's all mind games. And you know what was funny? I was looking at when Fox News made that mistake where they announced Joe Biden as the winner, and then they had to retract. It was on one of the states. You should see all of their viewers basically attacking them on their Facebook saying, oh, we see now. We see that. Man, it was wild. Thousands of comments. Everybody coming down on it. They say, we thought you guys were biased. We thought you guys were biased, but we see what it is. We see what it is. I'm telling you, the whole media, they want this sleepy guy to win. Why? Why? Why do they want Joe Biden to win so bad? This guy, man, y'all, if you have time, go to his campaign website and see. This is why I tell people, people want to be in ignorance. People don't care. Go and read his goals of what he's going to do when he becomes president. You Americans talk about our rights, our rights. Read this guy's laws. Read his plans for you. And you have, me being quote unquote black, you have black voters who has voted for this guy because they hate Trump. Not because of policies, not because of, hey, this guy say he's gonna do something, he did it, or no. Imagine you voting a candidate because you hate the other candidate, and this candidate is ready to stab you in the neck. But you know what? I like this guy stabbing me in the neck, but I hate that guy because that guy is racist. Like, wait, stabbing on the neck or a racist guy? Which one do you? Wow, like my this. Hey, you know, I'm still sitting back because I'm like, hey, my what if prediction is still on the table. It's not over because I was like, you know what? Maybe because of this COVID, I was like, something major might happen where the election will be suspended. Like, hey, my prediction is still in the open. Hey, it's not over, right? And for those of you who know politics, after the election is declared or the winner is declared, the electoral vote still have to vote. Whatever you see on TV doesn't mean that's how the electoral vote is going to vote. Because we see that time, the electoral vote, they can vote any way they want to. I know a few states, they can quote-unquote penalize an electoral college voter from voting against the majority vote. You know, they penalize him or something, or get rid of him on the next term. So that even show you that things may not go as you want. That's why the Democrats, they really watch this. You all know one of the main goal of Joe Biden, if he gets in office, to get rid of the electoral vote. Guess what happened? If they get rid of electoral votes, the Democrats have a higher chance of winning every election. Why? Because they understand people want free stuff. And that's what they depend on. They don't want you to be out there working hard and living the quote-unquote the American dream, taking opportunities that's made available to you to make your life better. No. Stay home, wear your mask, and get unemployment benefits because we love you. That's their goal. They don't want you to make money, right? They want to tax the rich so bad, but guess what? Who's going to end up getting that tax? You. They're never going to tax the rich. It's all, I call it, in African, they have an analogy. It's like you taking chicken soup, wiping it off of somebody who's hungry, and you bring that person, you show to the crowd, say, hey, look, see, this guy is fat. And then the guy is looking at it like, dude, you just put chicken lips in my mouth. I haven't eaten anything. But because people will look at this guy, the poor guy's lips, glittering, shiny, they'll be like, oh, this guy already care about the poor. But that guy, it's just a lip service, like Americans say. It's all lip, nothing. All deception. That's what's happening. I'm telling you, man. My prediction, man, is, you know, at first I was like, okay, the election is going on. People are voting. Even though they keep saying the pandemic, the Rovina numbers are climbing up during this election stuff. You know, some people were like, hey, fascinating. What happened to your prediction? So I'm like, hey, you know, I mean, I could be wrong. You know, that's why it's called a prediction. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It's what I'm predicting, right? But hey, look at that. Look at it. What's happening? Hey, I'm telling you, my prediction is still on the table. They could bring the hammer, which will be historic. That hammer be like, you know what? I'm bringing the hammer. Put the troops on the road. You try to go against the hammer. Hey, I'm telling you, the whole world is watching. That's what I'm telling you. 2020 is the year of anything is possible. Whoever imagined America will be shut down? Who imagined millions of Americans will be forced to wear a mask, looking like a dumbass? Mask, dumbass, dumbass. Talk about this. Who knew imagine millions of Americans who will give up their rights to wear a mask to look like a dumbass? Who? Who imagined? Oh, that will never happen here. This is America. That will never happen here. Look at you with a mask looking like a dumbass. What happened? I thought this is America, right? Slowly and surely, the America you knew is slowly disappearing. You want to know why? Free stuff. That's it. People, they're becoming lovers of themselves. They don't give a damn. They don't want to work hard. And some people may say, well, it's the new generation. No, the young people want to work. The young people want to work. It's everybody, no matter the age. And based on the election, right? Because the United States population is 300, but it seems like half of the United States population participated in the election, right? So let's take those numbers. Let's assume, because I don't have the numbers with me, let's assume 150 million Americans voted. Half of them supposedly voted for Joe Biden, and half of them Donald Trump. What does that tell you? Based on the numbers, half of America don't want the America. Don't want America. They don't want the American dream. They want a new America. That's what should tell you. And that's when Americans are getting scared. And foreigners who came to this country are getting scared. Why? Malcolm X, the chicken are coming home to roost. That's why Florida went to Trump. All those Cubans, right? They're like, we came from a place that we didn't like. We don't want it to be. We don't want the place that we're now to become like where we came from. So we're voting for Trump. They're foreigners. They can see, but you're an American. You can't see. It's amazing. But me being a Bible person, hey, the prophecy must come to pass. Why do you think his name is called Trump? What is a Trump? It's a warning. And if the invading armies in ancient time was coming to alert the people to get ready for battle or ready for escape, you know what they do? They will, quote unquote, sound the trumpet. Sound the trump. The Bible talks about, it says, at the last trump is when, quote unquote, the Messiah will come. So even the Bible tells you that word trump, it's an alert, a warning, an alarm. That's the trump. It's letting you know, hey, wake up or get ready for battle. Get ready to escape. So nothing is a coincidence in this reality we call life. Nothing is a coincidence. And I know a lot of people are very anxious, a lot of anxiety. Hey, my channel, it's called Fasting is Life, and fasting helps anxiety. So I talk about health. So hey, people, relax. Don't be anxious because you may break some veins. Your veins might snap. So just relax, calm down, and just watch the show. Let's see what happens. So, for those of you out there, I know some people will be like, hey, Fasting, you predicted the election will not happen, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, it's not over. We're still in 2020. The election was Tuesday. We still don't know who's the winner. So the election is still on. But, hey, what if my prediction come true? It gets canceled because of fraud. I don't know if if they cancel it, they will postpone it or do more recounts. Because watch this. If they take it to court, y'all, I don't know if some people who went to court, do y'all know how long courts are, right? How they drag, push deadlines. They be like, oh, you know, things are happening, so come back in 3 months. Do you guys realize if they take this to court, we're not gonna know basically Trump is still gonna be president by January. You know that, right? We're still gonna be waiting for the result. Why? Because just use your brain. Hundreds of lawyers on both sides going to court about the election. You really think it's gonna be over by December, January? You really think so? They're gonna drag this. They're gonna drag this forever. Think about this. I know a lot of people are not watching this, but maybe I might be the only person who's speaking about this. What if, right? Let's say all this mess is going around, and the Trump side, him being president, right? Like I said, he's gonna bring the hammer. Take this whole thing to court. Why? As a means to drag things going on. Because as they drag it, guess what? He's still gonna be president. Because if the courts can determine who's president, and the court, you know, the whole session and all that stuff doesn't start or starts after December, because hey, they got, you know, they have a life too. They don't care. You know, they got lives too. These politicians, they have a life, holiday vacations and all that stuff. Hey, Christmas. You really think they're gonna give up their Christmas holiday for this mess? No, they're gonna drag it till next year. You're gonna have Trump being president. They're gonna pass the inauguration deadline. Why? Because it's still in court. And then you're gonna have on the other side, you know, they'll be like, this is Trump's trick. Bro, the fire is burning. The bubble is about to burst. Anything is possible. Anything is possible right now. Anything. No, but like I say, some people, they're like, you know, we know everything is going to be okay. I always say to people, the possibilities are endless. This is 2020. You're wearing a mask. Who knew it was possible for you to wear a mask? Who knew? Huh? Who knew? There you have it. You got a mask on, scared of a deadly Rovina or Navi, gonna get you. What they call what? The invisible enemy who's trying to kill you. When the regular flu kills more Americans than this thing has done this year. Every year, Americans die in high number than this hoaxy hoax, Ronavi. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, I noticed. I was looking at YouTube. I didn't see any streams going on. I'm like, what's going on? People too tired. Everybody been watching the news, and they're off to bed because they're just frustrated. Everybody frustrated. Us truck drivers, we gotta be on the road. Like I know right now it's like 4:37, and I'm driving on the road. Usually around this hour, you're gonna see people, you know, who start work early. But I'm kind of surprised that it's not as busy as usual, like other days. So that's an interesting in itself. So, hey, what do you guys have to say? I can't look at the chat right now because I'm kind of driving on the road looking ahead. It's kind of dark. But what do you guys think? I posted a link. Whoever wants to jump on and chop it up. I know you guys have a lot to say. Hey, don't just let me be the one here yappity. You know, it's okay for you to chime in and give your opinion. You know, who did you vote for? Don't dox yourself. Be like, I voted for Biden because I hate Trump. He's a racist. He hates black people. He makes fun of immigrants. He called us stupid. And then you're gonna have, the Trump side be like, I voted for Trump because I want to make America great. Let's keep America great. Let's make America great again. African Americans. So what do you got to lose? Vote for Trump. The Democrats did nothing. They're bastards. Vote for Trump. He's gonna make things better. He's gonna make things better for y'all. Trump is about business. Joe Biden is like, oh no, man, you gotta. Hey, I'm gonna give you some free stuff. I'm gonna give you a free hand job. Who knows? But come on outside. I'll take care of you. My son got some great things for you. My son Hunter. Did you guys get a chance to see Hunter Biden's videos? Or some of his pictures? Some people are saying that one black chick on his laptop. Some people, well, this is not a fact. This is just a speculation. Some people are speculating that could be Obama's, Obama's little goat. One of his little goats. So who knows? And there was like I say, that's the realm of gossip and all that stuff. But speaking about Hunter Biden, this is going to show you why, how controlled the media is. Did you guys know that everybody who is making a post on social media concerning the Biden gate, Hunter Biden gate, was getting either flagged, deleted, or getting to what they call it, fact check, saying that, oh, this is a misleading information, go to this website to get it. And you have Twitter censoring the president, saying that his posts are misleading. And I'm asking, wait a minute, since when Twitter is the fact checker of truth information? When they don't know everything? How do they know the real result? They don't know. So who are they to tell? I thought Twitter was about opinions, right? Right? I thought Twitter was about tweeting. And if you, let's say if you tweet something that's hateful or something, Twitter will either delete it or hide it, right? But if someone is giving his opinion, say, you know what? I think we're going to win. How is that misleading? Keyword, I think. My opinion. I'm not saying fact. If I say they're robbing our votes, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't have to prove it, but I have the right to say it. That's why it's called an opinion. Well, you see, that's the whole thing about censorship. It doesn't matter. I hate you, shut your mouth. That's it. That's all it is. Hey, we all get that part where somebody's saying something you don't agree. You like, man, I wish I could shut him up. But you know what? I believe in free speech. The Bible says, do unto others as you want to be done to yourself. I don't want nobody to shut me up for expressing myself. So you know what I do? I gotta take it in. I just gotta endure the torture of listening to something I don't believe in or I don't like for the sake of what? Free speech. But the irony is, you take the good stand of agreeing with freedom of speech, but then the opposite side, or somebody who claim to be about freedom of speech, who do the opposite of what they believe in, trying to censor you. It's like the bully saying, I'm being bullied, but you're the bully. The bully is accusing the bullied that he's bullying him. What? Man, it's amazing. Anything is possible at this point, guys. Anything is possible. Anything. You can go now, look at that map. They still don't have the answer. The numbers were showing Trump leading in Michigan. He was leading in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. In Nevada, it was showing like it was head on. They were both getting the same number, close to the same number. The difference by like a few thousand, like less than 50,000 difference. And then, bam, out of nowhere, Joe Biden's number started climbing up. Based on what? Not the actual facts, but it's their projection. Because that's what people have to remember. All the numbers that they give us, it's projection. It's not the actual declaration. Like you have some states say, yeah, based on the numbers, it's showing that Trump has most of the vote. We're like at 97%, but we're still counting. So it's not over until it's over. But we can already tell you that, for example, Trump got Texas based on the numbers. But we're still counting because here in Houston, they were still counting the numbers. You know, in Harris County, they were still counting the numbers. So right there, that tells you all the prediction that we have so far, all the states that quote-unquote Joe Biden, they say that won, they're all projection. It's not quote-unquote finalized. That's the key word. All the numbers and states that quote-unquote either party won, it's all projection. It's not finalized because they're still counting the votes all the way because it takes days and weeks, sometimes. So, like I say, the mainstream media, they're gonna drag this because they need the views. They're gonna drag this because they want Trump out of office. They're gonna be very, very biased, like some of the streams that I had, where I was streaming between NBC, MSN, was it MSN, BC, ABC, going back and forth. All those newscasts were all biased. I didn't even see them bring in a quote-unquote Republican to speak on the opposite side. Everybody they were bringing were quote-unquote Democrats. I was like, wow. I tell you, news is supposed to be impartial. You're supposed to be unbiased, not taking sides. But it goes to show you, money talks. Money talks. It's all about money. So, yeah, man. It's not over until it's over. But hey, there's always a trump card. Anything is possible. To me, sitting back here, if, this is a big if the election get canceled, the America that we knew, that we've known, will never, ever, ever be the same again. And that's what a lot of people are afraid, particularly on the Democratic side. That's why I think they're dragging this, because they were supposed to declare Donald Trump the winner based on the numbers that we're seeing on Tuesday night. That's why when I was jumping on different channels, it was all gloom and bloom. Like they were reporting like with no enthusiasm until Wednesday morning, the following day, the 4th, where Joe Biden's numbers started to quote unquote catch up out of nowhere. So something is going on. Something is going on. From my perspective, the elites, they have to have Trump in. They got to keep him in. Because he's doing everything according to plan. According to plan. If they bring in Joe Biden, he's going to stall it. Even though it doesn't really matter who's president. But Trump's image worldwide, check this out, guys. Do not be fooled. Millions, probably billions of foreigners, they love Trump. And the people who love Trump, guess what they are? They're nationalists. They're actually, this is the rhetoric overseas. For me, having my eyes and the ears overseas, right? Because a lot of Americans, y'all live in your own bubble. And a lot of foreigners, do you want to know the main reason why they love Trump? Sovereignty. Trump is for me about we don't want to put our nose in other people's business. It's about self. It's about self. Let us pull out of the WHO. Let us pull out of the stupid was it Paris climate change bullshit. Let us pull on all that. We don't know. America, we want to be isolated. We want to be like we used to be, minding our business. We don't want to be part of the globalist agenda, right? And a lot of foreigners, they're actually rooting for America. Why? Because they know the influence of American politics in those foreign countries. You think lobbyists are only lobbying in America? No, they're lobbying all over the world. Remember, the dollar speaks. It's the only language of the world right now. And you don't think the dollar influence internationally when it comes to lobbyists? That's how y'all gotta start, checking out foreign news too. Listen to what people are saying outside of your bubble. I know, of course, some of you say, well, oh, you mean you want me to start listening to BBC? BBC isn't the only quote unquote English foreign language radio station. There's a lot of them. You just have to go and look for it. You got a small phone on your hand, right? So you have no excuse to be ignorant. Don't tell me you got an expensive phone, was it 800, 900 phone, and you can't even use it. You got something that's supposed to make you smart, yeah, you're still dumb. Yeah. Use it. Use it to your benefit, buddy. If you don't use it, you lose it. Huh? If you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah. A lot of people outside of America, like some people say, well, I know some foreigners that don't want Trump. They say he's a racist. I'm like, yeah, those are the liberal mindset people. A lot of foreigners who are patriots for their own country, they love Trump. Why? Because Trump don't say, America, we just want to mind our own business. You do, how about I say, do you? I do me. That's the American mindset. I'm going to be out here making my own bread, do my own thing. I'm going to stay away from your bullcrap. You stay away from mine. That's what the image that Donald Trump has been promoting internationally to foreigners. And because Americans don't have their eyes and ears outside of their bubble, their program bubble that they want to keep you in, you don't understand how your president is perceived. Trump is very popular. Guys, even before he was president, you famous stars, they were mentioning, shout out to Donald Trump, Trump Town. Now they call him the Orange Man. Racist. Hypocrites. They're getting paid to say that. Remember, I told you, talk about money. You're going to have Snoop Dogg come out, but then he's going to go to the red table, get talked down like a puppy dog, and he's sitting there with his stupid glasses, red eyes, and be like, yes, mama, I did bad. Me is a bad boy. And then, come on, I'm Snoop Dogg. Then when mommy say, Snoop Dogg, yes, mommy, I'm a bad boy. Snoop Doggy Doggy, right? He's like, but then when it comes to, but then when mommy say, shut up, Do y'all remember him sitting at that table looking weak when all of us were all know Snoop Dogg? I'm a dog, gangster. You got a gangster sitting there wet, like a wet dog, wimpy. Man, when I saw that picture, I'm like, then I tell everyone, it's all the farce. Even some of my East Side friends, they say, and all those rappers rapping, they never, ever lived in the hood. They never grew up poor. It's all an image. Same thing with, Ice Cube and all that. They all grew up in nice neighborhood, living amongst quote unquote rich kids, rich white kids like Donald Trump. I mean, what's his name? Joe Biden. It's all a facade. They're not real. When I say real, their image is not real. 50 Cent wasn't shot 9. He was no gangster. The 50 Cent character got shot 9 times. Get it? The character. It's like John Rambo. 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Why? Because it's a character. It's not real. It's fiction. He was no gangster. He grew up in a nice home. Both parents. He was no gangbanger in the street. I'm a gangster. Bang, bang, bang. It's all a facade. It's all an image. It's all an image. Hey, I bet you they probably never ate chitlins or pork chop. Or they never went to a quote-unquote barbecue. Like black people barbecue. They probably never went there. Why? Because they didn't grow up in that environment. But you know what? They got paid to give you an image. And y'all bought it. We all bought it. I'm a gangster. And he got a tattoo on his eye, an eye drop, referring that, they took someone's life. When this guy was probably playing video games and be like, hey, dude, stop doing that, dude. But they come down, yeah, man. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. I'm like, dude, that's not how you talk in real life. You're just putting an image. You've never been in the ghetto. You've never been a gangbanger. But you know what? I'm going to take $3 million to put on some chains, put on some grills, put some higher actress in a music video, bouncing the butt cheeks left and right, and say, I got money on my mind, and I got the ladies on my, on my side and all that stuff, throwing fake money in the air, right? That's the image, the fantasy. It's not real. We all want it to be real, but it's not real. That's not real life. That's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. I got money on my mind. Guess what? Here's a reality, guys, I'll tell you. The more money you make, the more broke you are. Get it? The more money you make, the more broke you are. The more money you make, the more broke you are. You look on paper, I'm making money. But you look at the reality, you're broke. Unless you're like super, super rich. You've never worked in your life and you never have to. Why? Because your wealth will never run out based on what your father's fathers or your parents did. The wealthy, they never have to work ever. They'll never. Why work when you create works? You don't have to work. You create jobs. So those people are the exception to the rule. But all of us working people, whether you have your own business, small business, or whatever, guess what? The more money you make, the more broke you are. Because with more money comes what? More expenses, right? It's very hard to try to be so cheap with all the money you have Why? You just can't help it. It's human nature. You be like, man, it's like somebody who's like a millionaire, right? He's a man like in the back of it, he's like consciously be a man. Oh man, I have millions of dollars, but I don't want to spend it. So you know what? It's not me going to an Italian restaurant and spend like $80 on a nice, delicious meal. Let me go to McDonald's and spend $10 on a big sandwich. You know, I'm like, I want to save my money. Come on, come on. You really think those kind of people think like that? Hell no. They want to enjoy their money. They work hard for it. You work hard for it, right? Yeah. That's the reality. You start making $2,000 a week and your monthly expenses was $2,000. Guess what you're going to do? That $2,000 is going to become $3,000, $4,000. Why? You're going to be like, well, I'm already making $2,000 a week. That means $8,000 a month. So you know what? Hey, let me enjoy myself. See? That's how life is. So yeah, it's a lot of things to think about. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, I got some people in the building. Oh, I wasn't looking at the chat. Let's see. Sheila. Oh, shout out to you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I know you're getting frustrated about the result. Let me see. Doug, I see you. I see you. Let me see. I see Sheila. Trump 2020. Yeah. Yeah, Doug, I see you. Young Jay, I see you, man. Young Jay, where's my $5,000? You know? Just kidding, bro. Manfred, hey, what's up, my Austrian buddy? How you doing, man? I know it's daytime over there. You're welcome to come on the panel if you want to talk. Anybody. I'm just here driving on the road on the truck. So you're welcome to come say hello if you want. I see Brother Million Global. Peace to you, bro. I hope you're doing well over there. I know in England, they got them in a lockdown right now. So I would love to hear all my British people out there. I know Jessica even confirmed about the shutdown. You know that the people over there were expecting it to likely happen, and it did happen. So I would love to hear, more feedback from people on the ground that can tell us what the hell is going on over there on the other side of the ocean. Yeah, I know what you mean, Manfred. See, guys, Manfred, he's from Europe, and he's paying attention to the American election. That's how I told you. The world is watching. You think you're frustrated? They're frustrated too. They are waiting. And the same way we are quote unquote divided Joe Biden and Trump, you got some foreigners who want Biden to win. Why? Because they believe the rhetoric about Trump being racist and all that stuff. So, yeah. Oh, you cooking, huh? That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, on my channel, man, like I welcome everybody, regardless of your belief and stuff like that. That's what I tell people, hey, we don't have to believe in everything. At least we can have a conversation. That's what social skill is all about. Not everybody is gonna think like you. And that's okay. Not everybody is gonna look like you. And that's okay. But conversation skill goes beyond that. I can see with someone who have 99% we don't agree, but that one thing we agree is having a conversation. And we can have a conversation to a point where we don't have to fight all the time. or get into an argument, we can agree to disagree. Be like, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't agree with it, and that's okay. You know, it's inevitable. You gotta accept people's belief and mindset. But hey, Sheila, I know you're over there in the East Coast. I know you're probably getting frustrated, right? I bet some of your Biden friends are rubbing on your face. They're like, "Hey, Sheila, what happened?" I know that. Hey, I know they're doing that, yo. Me, I'm like, I'm partial, but me, I didn't even vote, right? But I want Trump to stay. I want him to stay for one particular reason. For me, my own opinion that I want to quote unquote keep for myself. I have my own reasons why I want Trump to stay, but for politically in the sense, I'm like, I want Trump to stay because Joe Biden his mindset and what he said on his website, you Americans are gonna lose a lot of your rights. So just know that, and take time and go and read the Joe Biden agenda on his website. I think it's probably joebiden.com. I don't know because something, every candidate they'll have the website, it will be their whole name, like barackobama.com or barackobama.org or .com. I think it was .com. Was the website of his campaign, so I'm sure it's joebiden.com. You can go and read his tenets of what he's gonna do the first 100 days in office. So, man, this election is gonna be hot, baby, hot. Anything is possible. Like I told you guys, it's not over till it's over. If they take it to court, they're gonna drag this forever, for a while. It will be quote unquote undetermined. The deadline will be undetermined, and President Trump will still be in power while things are going in the courts. And also remember, even if the electoral votes is declared towards Joe Biden, the electoral votes, they don't have to vote like the results came about. Because the electoral vote that you're seeing, that they're reporting, is based on the popular vote. Based on the number of states you win. You see what I'm saying? So let's say Joe Biden wins 270, right? Based on some of the state that he won, let's say one state had like 5 delegates, right? So remember, pay attention, guys. This isn't politics. Those delegates you're seeing on the news is not quote unquote official. It's a what? Projection based on the results that they're receiving. The final decision will be made by who? The actual delegates. That's why the Democrats they want. That's why they don't like the news. The reason why the news are frustrated about Donald Trump taking it to court, because they know if you take it to the Supreme Court, it's gonna lean towards him. He's gonna have the momentum because he has the power right now. That's why they're pissed about this new justice lady that replaced the justice that passed away. Yeah, that's our politics. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all something to think about. A lot of people didn't know that the Electoral College, they don't have to vote like the other compatriots. So let's say Arizona has six delegates. Biden wins it, right? So that means all 6 delegates are supposed to go to Joe Biden, right? But let's say 3 of those delegates don't like. They say, no, Even though the citizens voted for Biden, we believe he won't have the interest of the people who voted for him. So because we are representing the votes of the people, 3 of us are not going to vote for him. So he loses 3 electoral college votes. That's how it could go. I'm telling you. That's why they want to get rid of it. They want to get rid of the electoral college for that purpose. And some states who were, quote unquote, Democrat leaning, they passed laws where they'll penalize like the electoral votes that vote against the, quote unquote, the interest of their states. So if those, let's say those taking the Arizona case, let's say 6 delegates, 3 of them vote against Trump, and Arizona has the law or the rules that if those delegates vote against the interest, we're going to penalize them. Now, there are different penalization. In some states that have the penalization of the electoral college, they will, quote unquote, void your vote. So your vote won't mean anything. They're going to void it. So, because that has happened before where that one vote disappears. Why? Because it was voided. That's why they want to get rid of it. They want to get rid of the electoral college. Why? So the Democrats can always win. Based on the trends that's going. And me being a foreigner, I appreciate the United States Constitution on a whole nother level. Corruption is everywhere, right? But one thing I do respect Americans and the law. They uphold the law to a high standard where people have to obey it. Why? Because everybody around you respects it. But it's not like that overseas, especially from where I'm from, the Congo. Corruption at a high level. Everywhere. Because the people on top are being corrupt and they don't punish the people below them. Everybody does it. From the top to the bottom. Money talks. You go to get your you go to a government building and you want to get some document processed. The person processing your payment, they'll be like, hey, I won't pass the document over there if you don't pay me some change. What? I'm here to get my document. Well, if you don't do it, I'm the one working here at this desk, right? Well, if you want your documents to go to the next stage, you gotta give me $5. What are you gonna do? You need to get things done. That's what I'm telling you. Corruption is everywhere. At least here, in a way, it's controlled. Overseas, especially in Africa and third world countries, corruption is it's overboard. It's overboard. And if Americans don't watch out, it's gonna come here and America is, it's number one. If you come here, it's gonna explode into a whole nother level, never imagined worldwide. And the Americans who can see it from afar, that's why they try to prevent it. They try to prevent it. And that's why I say even the whole thing about racism, that's another mind game. Everybody is prejudiced. Everybody. Everyone is prejudiced. It's human nature. Now, prejudice in itself can either fall on negative or positive. You want to know why? You have to be prejudiced. You have to protect yourself. If you see a neighborhood where there are people doing drugs, what will be your prejudgment? Hey, I don't want to go over there. these guys may be up to no good. So I'm gonna go the other way. Maybe those people, they're not thinking that way, but guess what? For your own survival, you gotta prejudge. You gotta use your judgment. See, when you live in a society that becomes so politically correct, words they start to blur the line on words. Words start to lose their meaning. Why? Because they're trying to they're trying to create new meanings on words that have nothing to do with the meaning. And that's what society has done. You have to be prejudiced for your own protection in certain level. Does that mean that prejudice could be negative? Yes. Just like eating too much could be bad. Does that mean eating is wrong? No. But eating too much is bad. And not eating for a long time is bad too. Balance is everything. So the media and society, they use racism. Why? They use it for their own benefit, not for the benefit of the people who are quote unquote victims. Think about it. I've talked to many people of our background, black skin, pale skin, orange skin, brown, whatever. Most people, they don't think about racism until someone makes them think that way. Think about it. I don't go outside and every time I see a white person, oh man, this person might be racist. Imagine living a life like that. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's mental illness right there. Think about it. Imagine living in a society where you have been so brainwashed that every time you meet or you go somewhere where there's white people, the first thing that comes in your mind, racist. And that's why I tell you the media is so dangerous. Children, look at children. Children don't look at things like that, but guess what? They become programmed to think that way by parents, friends, family, and TV. Most kids don't care. Look at children. Watch this, right? You have a group of kids that be like, hey, I don't want to play with him. I don't want to play with him because he's black. No. If the child don't like you, they'll be like, I don't like him. But they're not going to say, I don't like him because he's black, unless they have been indoctrinated. Naturally, children, they don't think about stuff like that. Children are very blunt. If a child don't like it, they say, I don't like you. They're not going to be ashamed. Why? Because it's their mindset that at the age they're in. They don't have social cues yet. They speak what's on their mind, how they feel. They're very honest. Look at a child, right? Wear some clothes and be like, hey, does this dress look good or bad? If it's ugly, hey, that looks ugly. And then, but as an adult, the clothes is ugly, but hey, man, it's all right. But deep down, you're like, man, that shit is ugly. Take it off. Take it off, man. But, hey, man, just keep on rocking. It's awesome, man. Just, you remember when I wear a red shoe with that clothes, and man, you look like a clown. Because adults, we develop social cues in society. We learn to quote unquote not hurt feelings. But you see, society, they treat us like children. They want us to think certain way. Right? Like that Sean King guy on man, that guy is like something. Dude, you're white. Like it don't man. I don't know, man. Hey, like I said earlier in a few minutes ago, money talks. Hey, if you pay me $3 million to come and basically, me on my channel talk about fasting, herbs, natural herbs. Hey, Pay me $2 million and I'm gonna be promoting the heck out of pharmaceutical drug. Hey, buy this special drug, Gorilla Cell. It makes you handsome, makes your skin smooth. Warning, can give you heart attack, can cause death and headache and blindness. But call us right now. We got 50% off, $99.99. Buy it. You see? Hey, money talks. People with Mars, there's only a few of us out there. Think about this. Listen to this, guys. You barely, your job, you're making some money. Somebody come and offer you $3 million. Literally. You go to your bank account. You see 3,000,000 showing up in your bank account, and you're told, hey, we're giving you this money, it's yours, but on one condition. We want you to go against everything you believe in, as a content creator. You get to say what we want you to say. And you're gonna keep seeing more million. You're gonna say you want your account to be 6 zeros and above. Do what we say. How many of you out there are gonna say no? How many? How many of you are gonna say no to keep 6 zeros and above in numbers in your bank account? How many? So you understand when I say money talks, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, $3 million to make content promoting pharmaceutical drugs, and I won't have to work my quote-unquote regular job ever again because I'll be getting millions of dollars anyway. Making content, going against everything I believe in. Hey, I'll do it. But you know why I won't be offered that deal? You want to know why? Because those people who offer, when it comes to money, they know who will sell out. They know me, even though I'm saying that now, they listen to say, oh, fasting, he wants to sell out? Okay, don't worry. We're going to offer, he'll take anything. If we offer him $100,000, he's going to take it. $100,000 a month, he'll take it, right? They're not going to come to me. Those people, they know who's a sellout. They know. Hey, I'll be begging her, please, let me sell out. I'll do anything. I'll bark like a dog. I'll do anything. Please, just give me the $3 million. Please, master. I'll serve you with all my heart and soul and might. Please, allow me to sell myself. Please, raise my zeros. They'll be like, not interesting. You can't sell out. They'll be like, you don't mean what you're saying. Please. Watch this. Imagine someone begging and they have tears in their eyes because they want to sell their soul to the devil. And the devil is saying, your soul is not delicious enough for me to offer you. Man, that's sad. Man, hey, I mean, think about it. Imagine, man, you like, yeah, I would sell everything. Satan's like, not interested. I want that guy over there. That guy, that's the one I want. You think I'm ugly? That's why you don't want me to sell your soul to you? Please, please save me. I want to sell my soul. And then you have got to be like, my son, why you want to sell your soul? You have everything in you. You have your life. Live to the fullest. Enjoy. Do whatever you can. Don't worry. I got you. No, God, no, I don't want to listen to you. You do things the right way. Please, Satan, I want to sell my soul. Give me everything. I want the life. I want the 50 cents life. 50 was it 9? I want to get shot 9 times and be a real gangster. Please. Oh, whenever I think about this kind of stuff, man, I just start laughing myself. I'm like, man, it's like you think about it, but you're like, yeah. It's like what as a man when you have a conviction or something, it's hard to go against it. It's very hard. It's very hard, especially if you've built a habit. It's very hard. It's very hard to go against it, man. And I know Europe, you know, many some countries are starting. They want to shut down the country and stuff like that. I don't know, Manfred. You say you know Austria. Like, did you guys also? I don't know if you're still on. I wonder if you guys had it shut down also. I would love to hear some of your feedback. You know, that's one thing I love about my channel, man. I already up, man. I get excited when I get to talk to foreign people because it reminds me of myself. You know, coming in America. You know, so I'm always glad and happy whenever we have an accent in a building. You know, that's how I call my space, my channel. I call it the accent sphere. You know, fasting is life, where all foreigners and people with accents come to meet. You know, we're multi. This is a multicultural channel. You know, I talk about health, politics, and everything, religion, and stuff like that. So it's always nice to have some foreigner in the building. Even on the website Anchor, on my Anchor channel, when I look at my analytics, I added two more international countries. So I have now listeners from 35 countries from all over the world. You know, and I'm looking at some of these countries. I got people listening to me from Finland, even though it's not a large number. I'm like, Finland! Somebody out there listen to Fasting Life from Finland. That's wild, man. Finland! Who's out there in Finland listening to me? Come on. I want to hear from you. I got some people from Norway, Poland, Australia, England. Yeah. Speaking about listeners, my top three countries where I have the most listeners are United States, the United Kingdom, and Ireland. Ireland is number three on my analytics on Anchor when it comes to people listening to me on the podcast. So I'm really intrigued. I want to know who's really listening to me out there. Come on, I know you're out there. You know you're probably shy. You know you're like, man, this fasting is like, guy. He's very, very loud. I don't want to talk to him. I'm afraid. I'm shy. Don't be shy. I won't bite. You know, unless you are, a pretty lady and you are, you know. I'm gonna get out of there. But yeah, I would love to talk to my international listeners out there. Uh, that would be awesome. That way I can chop it up with y'all and ask you some questions. I'll say the podcast that really broke me internationally over there was the Chad the actor who played the Black Panther. That's my most that that was the strict the was it the audio that basically broke me internationally, like where a lot of people uh, a lot of people listen to me when I made that podcast. Yeah, hey, the whole world, man, was sad about him passing of colon cancer, man. That's why I advise you guys, man. Prevention is everything. Get your health in order, man. Like, just get healthy. You know, try your best to get rid of certain habits that are. And to me, fasting is the most optimal way to basically maintain your health. You don't have to do it like me. Like I'm radical, and and this is what I tell people: when your body develops the fasting lifestyle, what happens is your body will know, be like, oh, okay, he's about to fast. Okay, let me get a mind more, like get the energy, because your body has its, in a way, your body has its own brain, how it thinks, based on feedback or a habit that you develop. So all I tell people, bro, and sis, sisters and brothers, all you need is this is a routine. There are 364 days in a year, 7 days a week. By you just taking one day of every week where you abstain from eating to fast, just one day out of a week, and you do it all year long, that means you're gonna have what? 52 days of no food or no water. About 2 months that you don't eat in a year, and your health is gonna be on the optimal level than millions of people in your country. That's a fact. Just taking one day out of the week to not eat, your health is gonna be way better than most people. And watch this. If you're a person who works out from time to time, now imagine you taking one day out of the week to rest your digestive system. So your body will have time to cleanse, detox, and all that stuff. Giving your body a break. Your body is going to thank you. Yeah. It's going to thank you. I mean, me sometimes, like the last 2 days, I barely had any sleep. Even I was trying, right? And then during the day, when I'm not working, I'll take some was it little naps, like an hour, 2 hour naps and stuff like that to make it up. But why? Because I'm high of energy, high on energy. Where it's like you're so high of energy, you can't even sleep because you're fat, like sleepy. If your energy is so high, you probably won't go to sleep. Something I'll say, if there's a quote unquote negative side effect of fasting is you won't sleep. Even though you need to sleep to get rest, you're gonna be full of energy. Your body's gonna be burning of, it's like you're like Super Saiyan inwardly, like yeah, lightning everything that you can't even sleep because you're so full of life. You know, that's why I promote it, because it's how I know YouTube flagged one of my video that I was talking about cancer. They will never give you the cure for cancer. Why? How can you cure a symptom? You can't, because the symptom has another cause. So if you can prevent that cause, you won't have any symptoms. So yeah, man. I'm still on the road. It's 5:32 here in Texas. There's not a lot of traffic yet. I see some cars behind me, some past me, but so far there's not really a lot of traffic. I'm driving on the countryside, but I do know once I hit downtown Dallas, then I must see some traffic. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, This is everybody's face right now about the election. Everybody's face. You know, they're like, oh, you know, Trump is losing. Oh my God. Look at Biden. All right. I know uh, you have some people out there, they're speaking in tongues for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, God has chosen you. You know, speaking in tongues. Pray to Jesus. Jesus. Save our president. Speaking in tongues. Ding dong, ding dong, ding ding. Hey, no. Ding ding dong, ding 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 dong. Dong ding 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 dong. You know, they're speaking in tongues, you know. You know. They're like, Betoli! Betoli, Jesus! Come on, Betoli! Macaroni and cheese! Jesus! Cheese and Jesus! Jesus, Jesus! Come on! Save the president! Save us from Sleepy Joe! Ashabababadububibi! Yeah, they'll be like, oh man, it's a choice. 2020 choice. Oh man. Oh, you're welcome, bro. Brother Mailing Global. What did they say? Thanks for mentioning us in the UK. No, thank you. Yeah, man. I know. Yeah. Fasting is fun. Yeah. Are you in was it in London? Because I recall the mayor of London was really pushing hard a few days ago on the prime minister shutting down London. Like he really was about that shutdown. Like he's a man. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Man, I I would love. I can't wait to do a Euro trip one day when I'm not working and busy like that. Yeah, I would like to check out Europe. The only time I'm in Europe is at the airports. Never venture out and check out the whole areas. You know, when I was in Brussels airport. You know, that's the only place I get stuck. You know, the airports. Uh, Traveling is fun. You get to meet random people from all over the world. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Man, I'm seeing a lot of roadkill. Man, I will never wish to hit an animal. I mean, just imagine me driving in a big ass truck and a deer jump in front of me and I hit it. The blood is gonna get in the engine. The smell. I remember one driver was saying, "It's like, man, whenever you hit whenever you have a roadkill, the stench is unbearable. They're probably gonna have to give you a new truck because think about it. You got the AC running. You just hit uh, an animal. The blood splatter into the engine, into the AC. I can't imagine the smell. Remember, animals they live in the forest, so they got that was it that sweat in the forest, like that animal smell. Now imagine mixed with blood and guts and everything. I can't imagine. Ugh, that would suck bad. Okay. So today was the official day of lockdown, right? A million global, and I heard they say the pubs are gonna be only open till like 11, but that's stupid because most people they go to pubs like or clubs like from like it gets crowded at night, right? From 10 to 2, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So they're gonna destroy a lot of business over there. That's what happens when you have quote unquote liberals in power, man. Yeah. And notice a lot of people who tend to lean uh, on the liberal side from America, a lot of them tends to go to England. They love going to England. Some of them live over there. So y'all y'all being becoming like the French. French is a socialist country, and France in the future, in a few years, it's gonna be a. I mean, if you think about it, the basically the Aboriginal French people, they're not breeding, they're not multiplying. Their population is shrinking. What makes France is foreigners. Like Malcolm X say, the chicken are coming home to roost. All these countries that were quote unquote colonial countries that went around the world to colonize and take over. Guess what's happening? Those nations that they colonize, those citizens are coming in the country and they're becoming them. It's like a reverse. Isn't that interesting? That's how life is, man. You reap what you sow. Who imagine, right? Great Britain, who colonized the world, especially India, where London, the mayor of London, is of Indian descent. How crazy is that? How wide? Who could have imagined that England, London, will have a Indian descent mayor? It's just going to show you how the world has changed. You know, I mean, people can see it. From like I was when I was out the mayor of London. I'm like, wait, this is the mayor of London? Even though I know the world has become quote unquote internationally, but it's like I figure the mayor of London will look like an Aboriginal Londoner, London. But I'm telling you, I hear from people that say that is Islam, religious people who are Islam, like the proselyting of Islam is more popular up there in England than Christianity. So that's another change that's happening. Allah, Allah, Habibi. For those of you who don't know, Habibi means my love, or lady. If you listen to some Arabic song, they'll be like, Habibi, Habibi, means honey or love. My Habibi, you left me crying here. I'm on my knee crying to Allah. Come back to me, Habibi. If you don't come back, death to you. Oh, man. Life is a beautiful thing. Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. We come back to you with more results from the election. What say you, Bob? Hey, Tom. Yes, thank you. The election right now, there's a lot of chaos. And a lot of people panicking because Joe Biden is leading in the polls. We still have to determine who's president. But we have Jimmy Schrager on the field. What say you, Jimmy Schrager? What's going on over there? I see you in Washington. There's a lot of people with signs saying Black Lives Matter, fraud, and all this stuff. What can you tell us, Jimmy Schrager? Yes, I'm right here in Washington. Hey, Tom. I hope you're doing well. Your wife saying hello. Anywho, yes. concerning the election, the people are very frustrated. They have lost hope in our electoral system. We've discovered that there have been, some mails missing from the ballots and stuff like that. So we don't know what's going on. Tom, it looks like somebody got a hammer. He's coming towards me. Hold on. Sir, can I help you? Ah! 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 Oh! Cut! We apologize for what you just witnessed on the screen. Uh, uh, Jenny, can you tell us about the weather? Yes, yeah, the weather is gonna be a sunny day, and there's gonna be a lot of hammer in the street. Jenny, why are you laughing? Why are you talking about hammers? You know, hammer time. Oh man, I love mimicking the news when they make their voice. They be like, "We got breaking news." Dun, 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 breaking news. And you have the guy. They have to make their voice deeper. I bet you they probably like, "We bring you some breaking news today. Somebody farted and it stink." Right back at you. Come on, tell us about the weather, Tom. It's crazy how they talk, their voice. I bet you they probably do some voice acting, That way they can train how they will sound when they come on. Hey, anything is possible, Anything. If you imagine it, it's possible. The only thing that's not possible is you're flying like Superman. You can't fly. Fly. Mommy, I want to see the little man fly. That was from was it Game of Thrones when Tyrion was being on trial, and that little kid who was sucking his mama's breast was like, "I want to see the little man fly." The little lord. I don't know if you guys remember Game of Thrones. I want to see the little man fly, mommy. Fly, little man, fly. Oh man. It's almost 5:46 here. So, man, I've been rambling for almost 2 hours. Wow, I'm surprised I talk a lot. Wow. What happened? So yeah, guys, I just wanted to chop it up with you guys. I noticed there was not a lot of streams out here. Everybody's sleeping. Everything is quiet right now. I was looking for things to watch. I'm like, man, there's really nothing to watch. So I was like, let me talk to my subs, whoever is awake right now, and see what's up. So I appreciate you guys coming in. I know some of you, it's probably late. You don't want to come out. You're probably chilling, relax. Shout out to my British people and my European people out there. Shout out to Mini Goblo and Manfred, who was here earlier. He's from Austria. Shout out to you. And I probably should be ending the stream. And maybe later on today, if I'm still bored while driving, I'll probably come on. But I just wanted to come on and talk about this whole election politics and see what other people out there are thinking. Do you think Joe Biden got this or Trump? So we are waiting for the results. So thanks again for stopping by, guys. I rambled for a while. Now I gotta really focus on the road, pay attention so I can get on my destination. Stay tuned for more. And if you haven't done so, for you who gonna watch later on, be sure to like and subscribe, share, do whatever is possible. And I'll see y'all on my next stream or post video upload. Be safe. Sweet dreams of you for you out there who are still sleeping. Get some rest. Don't be anxious, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.